Hello everyone and welcome to another R&R Partners video. Today we are going to discuss about incorporating a company in Romania in 2022. Now this is a special video as it's a remake of our first video, so I'm quite honored to start doing these types of videos and giving you an update of what changed during these years and what you should expect for the procedure to be now. If you're new to the channel and you're interested in either emigrating to Romania or opening a Romanian company, please consider subscribing to our channel as we post new content each and every other week. So if we are speaking about opening a company in Romania, basically there are two options for you. It's either a PFA, it's an authorized professional, or it's an SRL. It's a limited liability company, and in Romania it's called Societate cu răspundere limitată. That's where SRL comes from. What are the differences, you might ask? Well, it's quite simple. Let me explain. On the first hand, we have the PFA, which is the authorized professional I was speaking about. In this case, you must know that there are two tax systems and you must be registered in Romania as a resident in order to open such a company. So if you're abroad and you cannot come to Romania, unfortunately, this is not the option for you. Regarding the tax system, on one hand, we have a fixed tax system, which is about 2.5 thousand euro per year. This is a tax system for professionals which are in certain domains. For example, only IT consultants. In case you will be an IT developer, you do not go through this exception, only IT consultants. So you must be well aware that these types of activities must be chosen, discussed upon, and be sure that everything you do and what the company performs is specific to that type of activity. The second tax system, it's a progressive tax system or a percentage of your profits. It's 10% out of all your profits that your company will do, the authorized professional. And also you'll have a fixed tax system of about 2,000 euro. The second type of company, the limited liability company, is from our experience the best option for most of you guys, as you can incorporate the business from abroad. Yes, you do not need to be a Romanian resident, you do not need to pass through Romania or do anything. We can do everything from a distance, and in nowadays it's quite simple. We will get to that part pretty quick. But what do you need to know about it? The tax system for a limited liability company is that you have a 1% tax on all your revenue as long as you have one full-time employee. Also, do note that the shareholder or director of the business can be the employee of the business, so you do not need to employ somebody else. You can just employ yourself, be full-time employed on the company, and you'll benefit from the tax deduction. If you have no employees, the tax rate is 3% on revenue. So do note the tax is on revenue. So the Romanian state does not care what your expenses are for running the business. You just need to pay 3% on the revenue and the rest is yours to manage. The second tax for a limited liability company is a dividend tax, as the company is not one and the same person with the shareholder. At the end of the year or each and every 3 months, the company has the benefit of paying dividends to the shareholder. Therefore, when the shareholders gives a decision, the company through its director may pay dividends to the shareholder. The dividend tax rate at the moment is 5% in Romania, and as long as you're a resident in Romania, you'll have an additional tax of 600 euro, which is the health insurance for a whole year in Romania. I know this information is quite technical, so if you are in the procedure of incorporating a business or you need tailored advice for your particular situation, you can always book a consultation with us through our website, and we can have a 1-hour consultation in which either we guide you, or at the end of the consultation we can help you with the whole procedure for incorporating the business in Romania, so you'll have absolutely no problem with the company incorporation procedure. Given the differences between the limited liability company and the authorized professional, we will focus on the remaining of the video on the limited liability company, as many of our clients are interested in incorporating the business from abroad. So when they come to Romania, everything is set up and you will have everything done either for the immigration office or for setting the business, opening the bank account, and so on. Also, in the past years, there have been some changes in the laws for the company incorporation. Many of the procedures we were doing back then changed a bit, and everything is a bit more simpler for you. So let's see what are the changes. So we will start with the bylaws of the company. It remains the most important document for the incorporation procedure. In this document, do note that you'll have a shareholder. Now there has been a change in the way that you can own as many companies as you want as the sole shareholder of the company. So you do not need to add your previous company to open a new company, or add a relative to open multiple companies. For example, if you want to start a new line of business and you do not know how the new business will work out, you can incorporate a second company which will have all the liability for that new line of business. So your main company will be unharmed in the procedure. Also, we've been getting a question regarding who can be an associate, who can be a director. As mentioned earlier, you can be a sole director, a sole shareholder, even if you're an expat. So we are not like Brazil, for example, where you need a local to be co-shareholder or co-director. You can be a sole shareholder and a sole associate, as the new company will be incorporated in your own name. Another important amendment to the law was made with regards to the declarations. In the past, you had to give some declarations in front of a notary. Even if the company was incorporated while you were abroad, you needed to go in front of a notary, give some declaration. Those declarations would need to be apostilled or certified for international use and sent to Romania in original, so we can use them at the trade registry. Nowadays, or as long as the pandemic and the coronavirus will continue to make damages within Romania and we have a state of alert, you can do these declarations under private signature. So incorporating a business from abroad became as simple as incorporating a business from Romania. If you found this video helpful until now and you found information that may help you in your research regarding the company incorporation in Romania, please give us a like down below, as it helps the channel out, and it also helps other fellow expats who are maybe in search of finding more information about incorporating a company in Romania. The last change that I'm going to talk about in this video is regarding the headquarters. As you may know, you can set up the headquarters at the law office, which we can also offer to you as a service, or you can set up the headquarters at your own place or at the landlord who is renting you his apartment. Regarding the landlords renting you the apartment, be aware that setting up the headquarters at their place, it's a bit of a taboo. Many of them do not want to do it as it's their property and so on and so forth, and they do not want to get things complicated. However, if the landlord agrees to set up the headquarters of your company at his property, do note that there has been a change, and as long as you declare that you have no commercial activity, you no longer need the consent of the neighbors. As you know, if you declare economical activity at the headquarters, you will need the consent of the neighbors from up down, left and right. So if you have a neighbor or with whom you share an wall, up, down, right or left, you will need the consent from that neighbor. So thank you for watching, and until next time, do note that you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram as we post daily there, and you can be up to date with our activity. See you soon and have a great day. Bye.